Alright, let's get this underway. Let us change back to our assistant cam on the north side, playing as an invisible ghost. Where'd she go? She vanished. The normal Athena would be Captain Twig. On your south side, playing for the Titan of Order would be the Soviet Beauty, I guess. The Athena of Maniac. This is going to be an interesting match, seeing which of the Athenas can come on top. It's going to be a tough fight, but if previous match indicates anything, it's going to be an interesting fight. Just kind of sitting around. I'm guessing Maniac's going to try and pull his usual tactic of popping his pod and buying 3 of each pot before going to lane, whereas Captain Twig kind of wants to get to that early start. He has his dash ready, just in case he has to get in or out, as you can tell by the glowing around him. But it's just kind of waiting. He is suspecting it though, so he's waiting for Maniac to pop on out. He's going over to the blue buff actually. I guess he suspects it. They spot each other, and the taunts come out.
In fact, in your case, at least pretend not to be.
Captain Twig getting ready to counter this. Maniac just kind of sitting around the blue buff. They might just disengage here fully. Looks like it. They're going back to the mid lane. Just clear out the minions and get on with the game. Shield wall comes through, doing damage to the minions, clearing them out rather quickly. This is the power of Athena that a lot of people don't get unless they play her in a damage role. Level 3 and she's Captain Twig just clears out the lane almost immediately, whereas Maniac, he may have had a bit of trouble, but yes, he did pull off almost the same feat. We got charged trio, or the charging duo over here, dashing into each other's face. This is going to be an interesting one. Preemptive strike missing. Going through it, down to 50% health. The minions really doing their work on Maniac here. Captain Twig trying to take out the rest of the minions. Might have to drop another shield wall to take these two out, but it's just result. There goes shield wall. There goes a taunt into the confound into the shield wall, but does not kill him. Got the preemptive strike ready, or got the reach ready. Head on back. Trying to heal back up, and Captain Twig's again showing his dominance in this game. Dashing on through the minions. They're already cleared out. Captain Twig heads on over to clear out another buff. Going out to clear on the ref buff. Maniac stuck here trying to clear out the minions. A little bit behind, a little bit underfarmed in comparison to where Maniac is already, or compared to where Captain Twig is already. It's going to be a little hard to come on back from that. Dashing on through all the minions, dropping the shield ward on the archers. Not the best of ideas, as Captain Twig is showing him, but it works as is because of the amount of damage that archers can put out. Captain Twig taking a lot of damage here, cannot tank it all. Archer's really doing work here. Taunt comes through, confound. He clears out the minions, but he did not have his shield wall down prior to the confound to kill him. Maniac hitting on back. Just a bunch of baits. Shield wall comes out, clears out the minions. Confound comes out. Shield wall comes out. Nothing kills him though. Maniac going down once again to the archers. Okay, Twig gonna head on back with what he's got and claim it a victory. Alright, Maniac is back up, come back into the lane, and Captain Twig's just up here kind of doing his thing. Dominating with his red buff. Pushing him in. Dropping the confound. That's a double confound out right there, folks. Fortunately, Captain Twig's did not go off, so. Dropping the base. Russian Athena's just kind of doing her thing now. Preemptive strike goes through. Shield wall goes through. Preemptive strike, confound into the shield wall, down to 50 health. But the autos were absorbed, so it does not do a single thing.
Your middle tower is under attack.
CaptainTwig stuck in a taunt, getting pulled in, but escapes before the tower could do any serious damage. Maniac returning to base, rather defeated here in regards to level and gold. Already 2 levels down and about a K under.
Your middle tower is under
Maniac's really gonna have to play hard to make up for this one. CaptainTwig going over to the right, clearing out the red buff, getting a lot more experience and gold to outclass where Maniac is at. Just jumping on through, dropping a little taunt. Preemptive strike through the minions, shield wall onto the archers, clearing them out almost instantaneously. Just poking each other with their little toothpick spears. Missing the taunt. Maniac is kind of not playing their best right now. Getting the taunt on there. Maniac's dropped below 75% health. Really being shown what for in this battle of tanks. Go on to go over to clear his blue buff. Maniac's gonna try and make up what experience he can, while CaptainTwig drops the shield wall to clear out the minions to allow them to push in. Maniac is coming back to clear out the minions as CaptainTwig's going to go and pick up the speed buff. Get a lot more experience from it. And possibly, you know, just... No, not gonna pick it up this time. Gonna stick. Gotta keep with the red buff, not use the speed buff this time. Really showing the power of what red buff is compared to speed buff in this situation. Put a shot in. The Russian Athena's kind of stuck there. Gets confounded into a shield wall, getting shot by the archers, getting hit by the melee minions, getting dropped below 50% health. And the tower has saved him once again. Dropped down to about 35% health. Missing the the preemptive strike. With about 2.4 gold in hand, CaptainTwig is really overstaying.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Maniac going in, drops a shield wall on the minions to try and clear them out as quickly as possible. Tower already down to about 50%. Maniac is just too far behind to make up for this. This is looking like it's going to be CaptainTwig's game all the way. Going over to clear the red buff. Maniac's trying to make up for lost experience. But will it really be worth it? With the tower already at 50% and a Polynomicon, CaptainTwig has a lot going for him right now. He could probably use his Polynomic product to attack the tower. Dropping it to about 40% health, 30% health, near 25% health. Tower is going to survive, but only just. Okay, trying to play it a little bit safe as CaptainTwig has been showing his dominance this whole tourney. Dropping in a shield, trying to clear out the front minions. Okay, not making the best decisions, dropping a confound, missing the shield wall, but doing plenty of damage already. Archers there just ticking away, dealing some damage. Confound into a shield wall. That is a lot of CaptainTwig's health gone. Just mashing the ground there. Maniac is showing his frustration over the situation. Shield wall clearing out the minions. CaptainTwig really not in the best of situations right now, but considering how far ahead is in gold, a little bit safe. And still clearing the minions. Maniac's gonna have to play a little bit carefully. Dashes in, confounds, shield walls, misses it, getting pulled back into the tower, getting a preemptive strike, getting a reach to the face. Drops another preemptive, or drops a shield wall and another reach, and Maniac has fallen once again. This will be the tower, ladies and gentlemen.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed a middle.
Possibly going to be able to push into the Phoenix here. Not going to be able to do a lot of damage, but able to do something. CaptainTwig really showing his dominance once again. Maniac just now coming back up. Going to be able to possibly clear out the minions and go get a buff before CaptainTwig comes back.
not to be
but
fooled.
he's already so far behind. It's gotta be hard to make up for it. Okay, and Twig going over to the right side red buff. Gonna try and pick that up to get a bit more of advantage. Well, Maniac goes and does the speed buff, actually. Red buff on CaptainTwig. This is gonna be a dangerous Twig. He's gonna push all his way through.
In your case,
He's gonna see a Maniac. Gonna try and take care of him. Reach to the face. Just blowing his load all over the place. Confound through, dropping a shield wall, dropping reach, and wow, Maniac K's health just dropped to about 30%. He's not gonna be able to take any more of this.
Your middle Phoenix.
Maniac's really doing their work on the Phoenix and Maniac K right now. Gonna use a preemptive strike, dash in, do some more damage to the Phoenix. It is down to about 80% health just with 2 Polynomicon hits. Finishing a Rod of Tahuti. CaptainTwig is definitely in a very powerful state right now. Whereas Maniac's gonna have to play a little bit more on the defensive side and is gonna have to get a Void Stone to try and make up for their loss right now. Going out the wave almost instantaneously. Maniac K kind of senses something's up. It's going over to the right side red buff and notices nothing's there. What a sad day. What a sad, sad day. CaptainTwig clears out the lane, gets ready to push back up as Maniac does his blue buff. Trying to catch up on experience here. At least doing his best. CaptainTwig drops the shield wall, clears out the wave almost immediately, and discovers to his dismay that the blue buff's already been done.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Uses a breach to take out more of the Phoenix's health with just a Polynomicon strike. This just shows the danger that is Athena.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Dropped down to about 75% health. Taunt goes through. Nothing to follow up though, unfortunately. Dash ready, goes through, drops a shield wall, drops another shield wall. Can he taunt? Nope, taunts into the Phoenix, gets hit by 2 shots from the Phoenix, dropped down to about 30% health. This is CaptainTwig's unmaking right here. If he doesn't play carefully, that is going to be his death. Another confound, another shield wall. Is it going to be his death? No, it is not. Maniac's taking a lot of damage. The minions are really doing work on CaptainTwig, though. They're really making up for what Maniac. Oh, the preemptive strike gets a hit and kills CaptainTwig. This might be a slight comeback for Maniac if he can take full advantage of this. With 35 seconds remaining, he's definitely a lot closer than he was last game to come back. Phenomenal strike on the tower. It is already down to about 50% health. To make up for what he's lost already. Poking down the tower, down to about 10% health. A few more strikes will take it out, and it is gone. Gonna head on back to base, heal on up. Get ready for the return of the Twig.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Middle Phoenix taking a little bit of damage here, surprisingly. I thought the minions would have been up by the time the minions got there. CaptainTwig returning the lane along with Maniac. Getting their preemptive strikes ready. Dashing through the minions, getting confounded, getting a shield wall, getting hit to the face with a Polynomicon proc. Drop down to about 75% health each. Using reach to hit the minions. Not really the best of strategy. Gonna drop a shield wall to clear the rest out. And CaptainTwig is gonna go do the red buff as Maniac goes over to the speed buff as it is about to come back up. Discovers that the red buff's already gone, returns and goes to do the speed buff. But this may not be a good decision as CaptainTwig is at his doorsteps ready to take on the Phoenix. Will Maniac return in time to take the Phoenix, or to defend the Phoenix? Already CaptainTwig's just sitting there. Trying to ult on top of Maniac, seeing what he can do. Dropping another Polynomicon proc. The Phoenix does not have much left to stand on. It is almost dead as is. Dashing through, almost hit a reach right there with a Polynomicon proc.
In fact, in
Maniac returns to the Phoenix, able to do a bit more.
Is under attack.
Drops down a ton, doing some real damage on CaptainTwig. But Maniac K is gonna get taken out by a basic attack from CaptainTwig. There goes this roundabout. That is your game. There is your victory for the Gauntlet of Gods tournament. CaptainTwig, everyone, give him a round of applause.